Welcome to my video. This is Eckogen. We all know Arknights is quite the banger game. It's popular and highly rated. However, there will be those who just don't agree. So let's take a look at the 1-star reviews the game has received thus far. I will give each review one of the following merits. Valid, meaning I agree. Plausible, meaning they might be onto something, or they're talking about something I just cannot comment on because, I just have no idea what they're talking about. Or troll, as in the review is absolutely unfair. Alright, so currently the game is at 4.6, a very respectable rating. So let's jump into it. We'll go most recent and 1 star. Okay, first one here, Natasha. This game is very good in terms of gameplay, and the characters provided are very interesting to play, but don't bother learning too much. The only one thing is very unfortunate. The game is too difficult, even at level 2. It can take more than 2 days to complete one level. What if at the top level? It would be better if optimized again in the level of difficulty. But I really love the anime adaptation. 1 star. Okay, I totally understand what they're talking about. Arknights, I would say, is or has quite a high learning curve. For sure, it definitely does. But once you get a hang of the mechanics, like once you understand that and you know what you're doing, the game is quite a breeze. So it's understandable that Natasha rated the game low, but 1 star? A 1 star? That's really unfair. So I have to say, like, it's almost at troll levels here. Like, that's my rating for this. Like, it's not really truly a troll of a post, but realistically, if she was going to criticize the game, it should have been maybe like a 3 star, not a 1 star. All right, so moving on, next one. D. Elmer? The worst gacha I ever played. Barely any quality of life features. Okay, but a lot has been added since, so okay. I don't know what he's talking about. Gacha rates are just straight garbage. I've only acquired 2 6-star characters, and I don't even like one of them. Okay, but regardless if you like them or not, you still got 2 6-star characters. Gameplay is very boring, no flashy animations of any sorts. The game doesn't respect your time. For such little rewards, no thanks. The game can be too hard, requiring too much time for just one map to be even accomplished. It's so hard that people have to search up guides just to move on. 6 gigabytes for headaches and unfair odds, just terrible. Okay, there are a lot of other games with way worse gacha rates. Arknights is quite fair in terms of gacha rates. Even then, you don't need powerful operators to beat the game. You just don't. You can do this with just 4-star operators. You can clear the whole game with just 4-star operators. So yeah, boring flashy animations. Well, it's like the game's kind of like a overhead tower defense type. So what is he expecting? It's not some Genshin Impact stuff here that's going on. So you can't really compare it like that. Doesn't respect your time for such little rewards. What do you mean doesn't respect your time? You could literally auto replay everything and you can skip Annihilation. So what do you mean respecting your time? I don't know. I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about. So I'm gonna rate this as a troll. Not a good review. So actually, no, it does no, and those first 2 is no, because they were not helpful at all. Okay. Almighty overpower justice. Besides some artwork and music, game is scuffed. That's it. That's all you have to say. And you gave it a 1 star? I mean, that's just straight up troll. Obviously, this guy has some agenda against the game and just wants to review bomb it. So that was not helpful. Chili Goose. It doesn't allow me to download the actual game because it keeps downloading stuff was already downloaded. It was at 6.6 gigabyte, even though I played the game before. This one was, Okay, so it sounds like a technical issue. We have no idea if this person was downloading it on their phone or emulator. I know recently on some emulators there was some issues downloading the game, like via the updates, and you had to kind of like keep spamming it, so to say, like reopening the game because it kept crashing. I know that was happening to some people. So I'll put this as plausible because I know it happens to some people. It's just the whole, you know, technical stuff, like some setups. It's just, there's so many variables, right? So I don't know. I think more information is needed for that to be helpful. All right, J. Aquarius Haley. The app doesn't run. It just loads up in a black screen. Okay, another technical issue. I mean, did they even try to troubleshoot? Sounds like they were using an emulator. And I do know instances of that happening, depending on the certain settings you have in the emulator. So this is more of an emulator problem than an Arknights problem. So let's say troll, not fair. Jacob Myrick. Too big of data. Too big of data? Is that really a valid reason to give the game a 1-star? Because it's too much data? Okay, so go play some like game from like early 2000s that uses like stick figure graphics, you know, 2D graphics, and that's it. Nothing flashy. That even then, that game would probably be like 500 megabytes. Is that too much data? I don't know, like why not just go to a coffee shop or something like that if you can't afford to download this much data? You know, if you're really limited on bandwidth, like just go to some library, coffee shop, download the game, update the game, and then be on your way, and then play it and enjoy it like we all are. So I wish I could smash this no button because this is absolute troll right here. Okay, next, Swam Holdar. Game won't start, says resources link, can find a place to contact. Yes, would be helpful. Look, find researchers, thank you. Huh. Kind of odd that we're seeing this much more often, but with the recent 3rd anniversary patch, I did see instances of this pop up more in my Discord community. So I'll say plausible. But I felt like they could have done more to reach out. Like maybe we could have tried on the official Arknights server Discord, something like that. I don't know. I felt like they could have tried something. So I'm just gonna rate that as a no. And it's troll level. It's troll. It's troll. So far, all these reviews have been pretty troll, except for maybe I think a few. Samuel Santiago? I don't know. I'm bad with names. Don't judge me. I really love this game, but the game's lag really frequently. I can't play the game. I have big storage, good Wi-Fi connection, so I don't think the problem is mine. I change my rating if it's fixed. Thanks. Okay, so you love the game, but you're saying it lags a lot. You can't play the game, but you have big storage and you have good Wi-Fi. Okay, you do understand, besides having storage and a strong internet connection, there are other factors that come into play. Like, for example, I'm not sure if you guys heard of the game that's coming out soon, Forspoken, from Square Enix, Square Enix game, or Square Enix. Yeah, what the hell am I talking about? Forspoken by Square Enix. It's like an izakaya, open world RPG kind of game. I think their ultra recommendations is a 4090, like a GTX, or sorry, an RTX 4090 to play at ultra settings. So you can't say the game is bad if you don't have the requirements to play games. Kind of like this guy. We don't know what his specs are. You know, we don't know if he's playing on phone or PC, but I mean, if your specs are really below the recommendations, you can't blame that on the game. You just can't. So, troll. That's how I'm rating this. Nathaniel Kelvin. I am disappointed. Worst Gacha game ever. Gacha rate up is a lie. You know, this is just really nothing more than just troll. Absolute troll. Alright. You wish. Free to play friendly. Game is totally fun, but dear developer, your security system service is so bad. It's really hard to get your main account back. When I deleted my Facebook, I didn't know that my Facebook account is my first Vine account. Yet when I want to get my account back, they told you to. We suggest that you may keep all social media accounts that have ever been bound with your game. Dude, seriously, not gonna lie, but Mihoyo, right, and even Kuro Games did better than you guys. Please fix this, thank you. Okay, so did this guy... Okay, so I guess originally this guy had his Arknights account bound via Facebook, and then I guess you didn't want to bind it to Facebook any longer? But you didn't mention if you bound it to anything else. Like, you have to bind your account to something else if you unbind it from another source. So, kind of his problem, not gonna lie. Like, yeah, if you unbind it from Facebook, you obviously have to bind it another way, like Yostar bind, something. Like, I don't know too much about the whole account binding stuff. I've always been Yostar bound since like day one. So I've never tried it via Facebook or Twitter. So I guess you guys let me know. I'm gonna put this like in between plausible and troll, just because I'm not sure. All right, moving on. Molester Norwood. Be prepared to spend hundreds of dollars and hours of watching YouTube videos to be even able to clear the simplest of stages. The gameplay is frustrating at best and downright infuriating at worst. Really? The game is super free-to-play friendly. You can clear it without having giga meta ops. I mean, even if your brain is not like the biggest, just borrow Surtur. I mean, just Surtur it, man. That's all you have to do, really. You can easily brute force your way through every stage if you really want to. Like, if your IQ is not that high. So, yeah. This is troll. Simply Kane. Would give this mess a 0 star if I could. The game is basically unplayable. I've been stuck on stage 2, 3 for 2 or more months. I've tried everything, nothing works. Plus, 2, 3 is such an early stage. Many players will encounter it quickly. Why has it to be so impossible and unbeatable? Make it easier. Never return to this joke again of a game again. Huh? Okay, honestly, I don't remember what stage 2, 3 is. But 2 or 3 months? You could easily, like, out-level that stage if you're having such a major problem. I don't get it. Like, how can you get stuck at a stage when you can just out-level the stage? You can just stat beat the stage, essentially. And even borrow support if need be, if you're having such a hard time on a stage. Or if you're having such difficulties, hell, even DM me on Discord and I will frickin' help you. I'm gonna rate this a troll. Rainbow Saber. Hate it. It's strategy based. You have to put your units into a field, but only when you have enough points. This is where the problem starts. Basically, only low deployment cost units are allowed because enemies spawn in quickly, not allowing time for points to build up. There's a gacha system where you can get better units though, but the good units deployment costs are higher and can't be placed in the beginning. One, the same note of gacha, single pull or move through a 10 pull one at a time is hell. Wait, what? Okay, let's dissect this. Yes, it is strategy based, and while it's true that lower rarity operators do have lower costs, so it's more advantageous, you can definitely clear stages with purely high rarity operators. You just have to know how. You just gotta be able to use that brain, you know what I mean? You gotta think in 3D, not 2D, and then you'll clear it. So that's that point done. What's he talking about gacha here? So single move or move pull. Oh, there's a 10 pull though. Is that what this person's complaining about? That because you can do 1 pulls and 1 pulls is at a time is just too much of a effort. He wants like a 10 pull, but you have that ability. So if that's what I'm understanding correctly from this person. So you know what, troll? Sir Cinnabun. Huh, full name. I'm redoing my entire review out of spite. Whoa, out of spite. I'm a completionist, and the extra game modes are completely nonsense and riddled with RNG or extremely heavy time commitment. The rarest and best upgrade materials are also locked behind these game modes. It's absolutely frustrating dealing with heavy gacha RNG, game mode RNG, also being told to do them for hundreds of hours for a fraction of total rewards. The game doesn't respect your time or commitment. I'm assuming they're talking about Triple S, that new game mode that was implemented. Because yeah, there is a secret medal locked behind that, where you have to complete the entire iron carrot mine thingy, wherever that stage is called, without failing once. So, and I think that stage was limited to like what, 2 weeks? So okay, I understand the point. That's a fair point, especially if they're completionists and they want, you know, to have every single medal possible. But at the same time, that's just for module upgrades. So you don't need modules to complete the game. You know, you just don't. 4 stars is more than enough to beat the game. So I would say like somewhat plausible, because sure, I do understand where this person's coming from. I myself, I am not a fan of Triple S. I hate the game mode. I think it's just a chore to do. But I don't think it deserves a 1-star rating. You know, maybe a 2 or a 3, right, would be much more fair. So I'll leave it as a plausible. I'm not gonna rate it as a no. We'll leave it there. All Ritz or all Ritz? Not sure. I need to download the resources twice. Okay, so it looks like another person with technical difficulties. I don't know, I'll just leave that as plausible. Black Sus. Okay, that's an interesting name. The gacha system is bad. You gotta pull past 50 to even have a chance of getting something. No. And there's also a chance that you get nothing. Not only did I never get a single banner unit, I barely got any. Yet I wanted to play because it's a good game and you can play. You always pay. Oh, no, not play. Pay a bit to get characters through yellow certs at worst luck possible. But the recent anniversary banner did it all. Got nothing from 2 months worth of savings. So, okay, so my question to you is, okay, so how many pulls worth did you have for those 2 months worth of savings? There's no way you pulled past 50 and got like nothing like decent. It's a very low chance. Like, even with my really awful RNG luck, I always got something good at like 50 pulls or even past that. Like, you definitely don't need to spark at 300 pulls or even 100 pulls. There's also a chance you get nothing. So what does this guy rate as nothing? Like, you got a bunch of 5 stars to rate that as nothing? Like, you want a 6-star within your pull, is that what you're saying? I don't know. I would say the gacha system is not bad. Compared to other games, Arknights is quite fair. So, like, try playing like Blue Archive, Genshin Impact. You will freaking rip your hair out of the gacha rates. And I'm sure there are other games with way worse. I do remember seeing a list where I think someone did a comparative like gacha rates percentage for like all these games and like put it in a list. And yeah, Arknights was like, I mean, not the highest obviously for best, but it definitely certainly was not the worst. So, troll. Stop forcing people to do the long tutorial. Ryan K. Ryan, you do understand why there are tutorials in place, right? Because here's the thing. Let's say, you know, you jump into the event, you skip the tutorial, and now you're stuck on a stage, and you have no idea what to do. And you're probably stuck because mechanics, which were explained in the tutorial. So that's why tutorials are there. That's why the devs want you to do them, so you understand how to play the events. And if you're confused, you can always go back through the tutorial and be like, oh, that's the part I missed. Got it now. Right? So Ryan, man, straight up troll, dude. Shun, Zyrus Rivieres? I don't know. Bro, I wait 2 hours for the download, then now the download's not working. Says I need to update. I have to download again. Hell no, this game sucks. I didn't even got to play the game. It's update again, bruh. Bruh. Troll, bruh. Bale Adnan. Mandatory update size is ridiculously big. Greater than 2 gigabytes, not even counting in-game download, and this happens regularly. Most other games, I only download 1 gig, and that happens to be on special occasions. SMH. Edit, they have another 3 gigs mandatory update after 3 weeks of the last one. I haven't played a lot of other games, so I don't know how big their update files are. I mean, the only ones I play is Blue Archive and Goddess of Victory Nikkei. I would say their update sizes are pretty comparable to like 2 or 3 gigs. So similar sizes, really. And like, this is like a modern mobile gacha game. So it's only gonna get, you know, bigger from there as we progress. Like hell, Call of Duty is what, 150 gigabytes in size? Like, games are just getting more graphical, getting more filled with content, so they're going to be big sizes. I don't get why people are complaining about this. Just go to a cafe, a library, you know, leech off their Wi-Fi, done. Zagel Heartstar. After the update, can't play the game anymore. Oh wait, and that's a troll, by the way, for Bale. I forgot to say that. After the update, can't play the game anymore. It always tells me internet disconnect. Uninstall, reinstall, works. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that. Similar problem. I know what people were having after the anniversary update there. Yeah, it is a plausible thing. It does happen to some people. It happened to me as well. Basically, the way I got around it was I just kept opening the game whenever it kept crashing during the update, and eventually it updated enough and got through that. So I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's something in the coding there. All right, mem self and you. Why is the update not working? Please. Okay, so that's just another update one. We'll say plausible. A lot of people are having that issue. Vega. All right, let's go. Too hard, frustrating, and low rate for 6-star. Even for a better game and by more popular game engine pack, only need 90 plus per guarantee with a lot of better in-game awards. Worst gacha game after. It's like Girls Front Line? Girls Front Line? GFL? Yeah, I'm assuming it's too hard, frustrating, low rate. I think, isn't Arknights higher rate possibility than Genshin? I could be wrong, but I believe it is. But I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But you can't really compare the two either, because like Genshin's like kind of different there from Arknights, so it's not really a fair comparison. Too hard, frustrating. I mean, it is a learning curve, yes, but once you understand the game, how it works, it's quite easy. And I don't know, I would say like the event rewards for this game, for Arknights, is quite generous compared to other games that I've played in the past. So they're gonna rate as a troll. Alright, Eric Malin. Oh, it's another one with technical difficulties. Alright, so we'll just skip that. Plausible, sure. Neverish type at the end. Not worth your time, battery hog, and now they are censoring stuff. Wait, are they censoring stuff? I wasn't aware of that. But like, not worth your time? Seriously? Arknights is like, not only is it a video game, it's like a music video and anime at the same time. I mean, like, Arknights has like everything covered here. It's like all in one, you know, music, anime, and a game. And battery hog, I mean, any game you play is going to consume giga amounts of battery on your phone. So that's just like a stupid comment to make, really. And now they're censoring stuff. Okay, so the censoring, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I haven't heard, so I'll still rate as a troll. Creamy Mammy. Dookie game. I'm so fed up with these gachas with hardcore farming and no sweep tickets. At least at the very bottom of my heart, I hope you go bankrupt. Oh, wow, that's so much hate. So much freaking hate there. Okay, so most gacha games do require you to grind, yes. But it's pretty chill though. Like, you just auto deploy, sit there and just let it do its thing. True, you can't skip the, you know, I guess the auto deploy for the stages. You can at least skip Annihilation now with the quality of life update, so that was nice. But like, honestly, when I'm just, you know, spending my sanity potions and just, you know, grinding away to get more materials, I just have Arknights in the background while I'm watching YouTube videos. It doesn't bother me at all. And like, okay, sure, let's say you want sweep tickets. So, you know, let's say you're not using any sanity potions, you're just burning your daily sanity. Okay, so you logged on, you did sweep like 4 times, done. That took like 5 seconds. What else are you gonna do? You know, I don't think the devs wanted sweep tickets for the normal stages because they want you to at least play a little bit of the game, put a little bit more time into it. So, you know what, I'm gonna put this as a troll. I just don't agree with that. Akira Keno. No fun at all. I prefer to play tower defense such as Kingdom Rush or Rush Royale games in this game. Okay, I haven't seen Kingdom Rush or Rush Royale, but they sound like those like really ultra lame games you see advertised. Like that just pops up in your YouTube or like Instagram ads, and they're just like really bad games. I'm pretty confident that these games cannot compete against Arknights in terms of like just tower defense, because like Arknights is just innovative tower defense. There are so many ways you can clear a stage. You're not confined to, oh, you know what, you can only do it this way or that way, or maybe a third option, and that's it, right? Where in Arknights, it's like almost infinite. It just depends on your brain power, and clearly this person doesn't have much. So, troll. Peter Kema Cho. Real. See, I hate it when people just like review bomb like this. It's totally undeserved. You know, Arknights, there's so much effort put into Arknights from the devs. They definitely spent a lot of resource on it, and it's just a real disrespect for people to just put a 1 star. Be like, yeah, 1 star. I 1 starred the, you know, something here. Like, it's just honestly low effort, scum, troll. The new CNY event could not be more in a sleeper if they tried. More plot, putting the oldest brothers in front of the forefront, and still no good content for in the end. Okay, I don't play on CN, so I don't know what the CN event is for the Chinese New Year. So I'm just gonna still put that troll, just because it sounds like this guy's kind of hating on the game. Neil. Came back after a while, but wish I didn't, as I forgot how predatory it was. How predatory it was? Really? Doing all dailies and weeklies gives 5Ks a month. That's a lot, right? Not really, when you need to put 6K per troll. I forget what the calculations was for the number of EoM&x you get per month. So I'll ignore that figure because I don't know off the top of my head. Characters are cool. Or just lazy PNG IMGs. The story is good, but pretty hard to get into when you don't really want to be grinding. And then you have 20 mix of text and still an IMG for a background. really gives a stagnant, boring feeling. Pity is 50% chance for 6-star to be banner used as 50% of a 50%. Predatory? Clearly this person has not heard of EA. If you want to use the word predatory. Like, this game is extremely free-to-play friendly. I've seen someone showcase a free-to-play Leviathan, and when I say Leviathan, I don't mean like they spent money, but their operators were actually a lot more, how to say this, like giga than my account, and I spend money. Like, I'm a whale in this game, right? But they were strictly free-to-play, but they min-maxed everything. So all their operators were literally like, what, E2 max level with masteries. And this was a free-to-play person who does not even buy a pass. So they just knew how to spend their time efficiently and effectively and min-maxed everything. And they were able to do this. And they had, I think, pretty much all the operators. Like, obviously they weren't like full potential, you know, like P6, but they had every operator at that time. So yeah, clearly this rant is not valid at all, so that's just a troll. I can't even read this person's name. The game itself is a 10 out of 10, but if you're playing on global, prepare to be treated like a third-rate human. Huh? The worst kind of reviews is when they just don't even explain what they're talking about. The game's a 10 out of 10, but if you're playing on global, prepare to be treated like a third-rate human. Like, what are they even referring to or talking about? Like, you like the game, you enjoyed it because you gave that 10 out of 10, but apparently some kind of disrespect is making you drop it to that 1-star. I mean, that's just absolute troll. Absolute troll. Unit 2-73. The game is perfectly fine and is decent tower defense game with waifu's husbandos. I'm just rating it 1 to be featured in Docta posting. Is Docta posting, is that a thing? Is that some sort of thread on Reddit? I don't go on Reddit very often, so maybe I'm not aware of that sort of stuff. Well, I guess congrats, you got featured in the video. I mean, I understand they're doing it for the memes, but it hurts the game. It really hurts the game overall. Because people will look at the overall ratings of a game, and if it's really low, or at a certain number, that like, a certain threshold, so to say, they might not even give the game a chance. So you're, honestly, dude, you're really hurting the game, just a meme. Alright, so I think we'll stop there. We'll pick it up another time. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on those reviews, and do you agree or disagree with them? Comment down below. So hopefully you enjoyed all that. If you would like me to continue doing this as a ongoing series, then let me know. As always, my social links will be in the video description. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace out.